What's cracking, YouTube? I'm Mark, and this is Sir Hunt's Reviews. Cue music. No, stupid. Don't do that again. Alright, today we're going to talk about two different TV shows in particular. I don't know if you can see this little fuzzy writing up here. Here's The Walking Dead. Yeah, Walking Dead. And Game of Thrones. Alright, so we'll start off with Game of Thrones Season 6. Let's see, we'll start off with Jon Snow's resurrection and R plus L equals J. Alright, so basically at the end of Season 5, last we saw, Jon Snow was being stabbed in a circle of his peers. They were each taking times like some little bitches. Mind you, if I was him, I would have taken out a fucking sword. He didn't have any of that shit on him. Like, come on, dude, you just gonna stand there and let him stab you after you took out like 5 White Walkers and a fucking giant and all kinds of shit in Season 4? Come on, dude. But yeah, so basically that whole scene, not a big fan of it. I was definitely expecting it towards the end of the season because I know about it, you know what I'm saying? But it was still like, are they really about to do this right now? And they did. They were like, hey Jon Snow, your Uncle Benjen, you remember him? You haven't seen him since episode 2? He's outside right now. Come see him. Uncle Benjen? Oh yeah. Runs outside to his death. Idiot. But anyway, so yeah, I think they conveniently put Melisandre back at the wall for a reason. Thoros of Myr, Beric Dondarrion, the Red Priest, that whole shit. Resurrection. Alright, moving on. I think another big thing that we are all looking forward to is on Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen, Khaleesi. We'll just call her Dany for short. She was surrounded by a whole bunch of fucking Dothraki, and they kind of like paid homage to that Lord of the Rings scene where the riders of Rohan are coming out circling, you know, the fucking, God, I can't even think of their names because I'm thinking of Game of Thrones. What the fuck? Yeah, the riders of Rohan come out and circle Legolas and fucking Frodo and all those, yeah. But anyway, so the cows, Khalasar are circling Dany, and it's like, he's got like a sea of 10,000 Dothraki blood horsemen. And you're kind of worried about her fate because you don't really know what's going to happen. They kind of leave it like an ominous scene. She drops her ring and steps on it, so obviously she could be doing one of two things there. She could be trying to make it so that Tyrion, well, I guess not really Tyrion, but Jorah Mormont and Daario Naharis can find her. She could be leaving a breadcrumb trail, or she could also be hiding the ring because she knows that she was married to Khal Drogo last they knew, and now she's got a new wedding ring on, and they're gonna be like, yo, bitch, you about to get raped. But yeah, she could either be doing one of those two. I think what'll happen is they'll take her. Obviously, she didn't go to, what is that shit called? Cash Dothraki or something? Dothraki Cash? Some shit. Basically, where all the widows of the Dothraki Blood Rider leaders, the wives of the Khal, go to this place where they all live, and I guess they all take care of each other and shit, and she never went there, so she could be hiding that ring. So they're like, oh, not only did you not go to Dosh Khaleen, that's what it's called, but you married somebody else, bitch, you get killed. So she could be doing one of the two things. There's dropping the ring as a breadcrumb trail for Jorah to come find her, or she could be hiding it because she knows that those are Dothraki blood riders and they don't fuck around with their ex-wives, apparently, I guess. I don't know. Moving on. Let's see, we also have, I'm interested to see this, we have Tyrion and Varys the Spider back in Meereen, and they're kind of chilling there, you know what I'm saying? Tyrion was left in charge, which is basically what he wanted back in King's Landing. Well, not what he wanted, but what was going to happen until, you know, what's his name? The Purple Wedding and shit. But yeah, so basically you have him in charge, and what looks like they left Missandei and Grey Worm also there to be like, yo, nigga, stay in line. But yeah, I feel like we all know the spoiler alert. I don't know, I probably won't get very many views on this video, but I'll just go ahead and say it, spoiler alert. During filming for Season 6, last year, I think it was November or October, Shay was actually spotted on set with filming a scene with Tyrion. So this could be some kind of obviously the little midget dude drinks a lot. You know what I'm saying? This could obviously be some kind of like hallucination, or it could actually be. I feel like they're gonna have to deal with a famine because it was kind of hinted at, and also that's what Watchers on the Wall said. It's like Marine is gonna be experiencing some kind of famine, so maybe he's hungry as shit, walking around trying to look for people, and she's like a fucking fever dream or something. Maybe not though. Maybe not. Could just be like straight up. He's just drunk as shit, and he's walking around and he fucking sees her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or she could have actually not have died, and she somehow made her way to Marine. Wouldn't that be a brain fuck? But yeah, so moving on. See, we got way on down to Red Keep, King's Landing. Last we left there, Cersei was getting shit thrown at her. I'm not a big fan of Cersei, but nobody deserves to have another person's fecal matter smeared on their face, shoulder, and then wave their dick at like, hey, look at me. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. But yeah, so she made her way back to the Red Keep, Franken Mountain. Could be a badass character. Picked her up and was the look on her face was like, yo, I'm about to fuck some shit up, bruh. So yeah. We're left in that boat, you know what I'm saying? Kind of wondering what the fuck is she gonna do with herself this season. This should be pretty interesting because she got her little short hair, she got her little like pixie cut, you know what I'm saying? She had her shit chopped off or whatever. She looks like she's gonna kill some shit. And then you also have Tommen, who's like worried now that he got his mom back. You know, the very next thing he's gonna jump to is where is his wife, aka what is her name? Marjorie Tyrell. Yes. Where is she at? He's gonna be like, where's my girlfriend? Why'd my mom get to come home after she fucked my dad, who's also my uncle? If she's out, why the fuck is my wife not out? So you know there's gonna be some conflict there. Maybe he'll send some Kingsguard to go get her. Like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he won't go this time, so he won't be a little bitch and be like, no, I don't want a war in front of me. Like, nah. You know, Joffrey would have had every single one of those motherfuckers head on a pike if they had taken his queen, Marjorie. Marjorie's a whore. She's really pretty, though. Alright, and then last but not least for Game of Thrones Season 6 is the Horn of Winter, a.k.a. the shit that will, the game changer. Alright, so basically in the books, as you have it, like, I'm not sure which book, because I'm not like an avid book reader, but I've read a few chapters here and there. Basically, you got two characters that haven't been shown on the show yet, but they will be next season. Maybe not Victarion, but Euron Greyjoy for sure. He's been confirmed and cast. Euron and Victarion are like, yo, check this out. I got this Horn of Winter. Euron's like, if you blow it, it'll fucking bring down. Oh yeah. That's right. Sorry. It'll make you be able to control dragons, right? So, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one. Anyway, the Horn of Winter is something totally different from the one that controls dragons. The Horn of Winter is supposed to be a game changer in the fact that it's supposed to bring down the wall. Then that means, well, the wildlings are already on the other side of the wall, so I guess that leaves the White Walkers to come through and do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Alright, moving on to another favorite TV show of mine. The Walking Dead. God damn it, it's on camera. The Walking Dead. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be a pretty brief discussion. Number one, Carl's eye. Let's talk about that. Spoiler alert. There has been some leaked footage of Carl on set wearing an eye patch or some kind of gauze over his eye. We don't know if the picture's confirmed yet, but pretty sure. Maybe as mind you, this is for season 6 mid-season premiere, episode 9, No Way Out of The Walking Dead. Okay, comes back February, Valentine's Day. But yeah, so basically you got those leaked pictures of Carl wearing a gauze or eye patch or some shit. So what I think could happen if he actually does lose his eye, which wouldn't be that big of a leap for the CGI budget. Motherfucker can wear an eye patch, although it looks pretty gnarly in the comic book. He's got like these weird veins and shit coming out of it, and he actually like loses part of his memory or whatever. But anyway, pretty crazy. So basically what could happen is the Wolf and Denise are walking out, and maybe when he's shooting to try to take out some walkers, everybody has said this, all the review videos, but this is not a theory of my own. I want to give a quick shout out to Map Family Productions, Trebs Chan 2, and Emergency Awesome. All those guys kind of like inspired me to make these review videos. So this is kind of like a theory that I've gotten from the three of them and reading their comments. But basically, like as Denise is walking out with the wolf starts shooting the zombies, doesn't realize there's all these fucking walkers everywhere, thinks that he could just take out a few, then he gets swarmed, and in the midst of all that, one of those bullets flies, pops Carl in the eye. And then then you got Carl losing his eye. Maybe out of shock, Rick freaks out, which then makes the little kid freak out, and he's like, Mom, Mommy! And then she like tries to go grab him, and then he starts getting ripped apart by zombies. Whoa! Ripped apart, ripped apart, ripped apart. And then in the lineup, I think they had a Jesse Holden. Mind you, this is not my theory. This is somebody else's theory. I'm just talking about it. It's my YouTube channel. But yeah, I think the way they had it was Jesse holding Carl's hand. So obviously, if she's watching her son get, she's gonna be squeezing on shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Then you might get the famous scene of Rick chopping off her hand, and then they all get eaten. Or instead of Carl losing his eye from the wolf, maybe when all that's happening with the little kid who looks just like the cop son from The Simpsons, I can't think of his fucking name, Jesse's youngest son, maybe when he's getting eaten to death, the other one, Ron, I guess, who wants to shoot Carl in the face, maybe he grabs his mom's gun, and maybe he does it right then and there. Bam! It's over with. Carl's losing an eye. He'll be like a fucking pirate. Alright. But yeah. So, moving on. I've said that probably like 10 times this video. We have, from the mid-season premiere trailer, we have what sounds like Maggie screaming, like blood-curdling fucking scream, like, yeah, so there could be one of two things happening there. She could be watching, this could be fucking hilarious, watching, Glenn, that's his name. She could be watching Glenn die right in front of her. And she's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? He made it all the way back here, now he's dying in front of me. Or she could be eaten herself by walkers. You never know. One of the two of those would make the show go freaking crazy. People would lose their mind, dude. They would be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that would be so funny. It's like, yeah, he didn't die in the dumpster, but you know what, guys? We're going to show him eating to death in front of Maggie, which is going to emotionally scar her, probably cause her a miscarriage and lose the baby. That'd be funny. But yeah, no, that'd probably not happen. Maybe, most likely, the scream is just her, like, being, like, putting out all this effort to kill all these fucking walkers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's just, like, in the midst of her, like, going all crazy and shit, she just decides, I'm going to let out a fucking Xena scream and be like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. I don't know. No one really knows. But last but not least, gonna wrap this video up here. Let's talk about one of my favorite comic book characters, Paul Jesus Monroe. Stole that from like you other guys editing how you just like lay the shit out. That's funny. But no, basically this dude fights like UFC fighting. He's the only character that fights zombies like bare knuckle. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, his like one of his first scenes, it's like you got what's his name? Abraham and Michonne doing some kind of like border patrol basically, and they see some shit, hear some shit, and then this dude pops up, and then you know Abraham has like an assault rifle, Michonne's obviously got her sword. This dude drop kicks both of them with a grabs Michonne's sword and is like, you know what I'm saying? If he hadn't have been like, okay, I'm on a kind of trying to parlay with you guys type mission, he would have taken out two of the strongest characters right then and there. Well, I don't know how strong they are in the comic books, but I know on the TV show, both of them are pretty, like, OP. Like, obviously you need them, you know what I'm saying? If one of them died, then that would suck. I know if Michonne died, Ronnie Hayes would probably cry. Like on TV, that dude loves Michonne, which is funny. I like her too, she's got a fat ass. Alright, that's pretty much it. Wrap that up. I'm gonna try to make some more videos, but I also want some opinions in the comments section on what I should make a video about, because I kind of covered the season 6 premiere of Game of Thrones and the Walking Dead mid-season premiere, which of course I'll be doing reviews on each episode. I'll definitely be doing reviews on The Walking Dead each episode. Game of Thrones, I'll probably do like 2 to 3 reviews per episode, because that show is Walking Dead just as good, but there's a lot of backstory with Game of Thrones where, like, I don't know, man, like, fan theories and shit like that are some of the best. Like, I'm not even going to go into some of them, but there's some crazy ones, like, for Game of Thrones. some of the craziest ones I've ever heard of are Jon Snow and Mura Reed being twins, just because they look alike. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, just other shit like that. It's really fun to talk about. My name's Sir Hunt's Reviews, and make sure you click like and subscribe down here at the corner. And comment on my videos. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, have a good one.